Have you ever heard of a kolache? It is pure deliciousness, all wrapped up in a pastry. The kolache is a pastry brought over to rural Texas by Czech settlers in the 1800s. My best friend is from Texas, and ever since she introduced me to this delightful delicacy, I've been looking for a kolache baker, and lucky for you and me, Texas transplant Harvey Forman is bringing the tradition to the PNW with the Flying Kolache in Stanwood. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
All right, he brought me my own apron because we're going to get to kolache making right now.
Right.
So, real quick question. Did you grow up eating kolaches?
No, I didn't start. I'm not originally from Texas. When I got to Texas, it was 35, 38 years ago.
Okay.
Every place you go, they have kolaches. Bakeries, donut shops. They sell more kolaches than anything else.
Right.
And I fell in love with them.
And so when you came here, you said,
Where's the kolaches?
where's the kolaches?
And nobody knew what I was talking about. It was like, I'm from the void, you know? So 35 years ago,
Yeah.
I met this older woman who adopted me as her grandson.
I love it.
And she was a kolache champion in Grandview, Texas. So she taught me how to make kolaches.
She did. And there's a lot that goes into making kolaches. So let's
Let me, one thing first.
Oh, yes.
They also make them in Minnesota and Nebraska. And if you ask anybody from Minnesota, they have the largest Czech population. And if you ask them from Nebraska, they have the largest Czech population. And if you talk to anybody in Texas, they have the
Of course.
You know, of course, because everything's bigger in Texas
Everything's
anyway.
bigger in Texas.
The original ones did not have anything but fruits. They had poppy seed, apricot, plum, and walnuts.
Okay. So you are also making some that are more savory, but let's get started.
And those are from Texas.
Right, and obviously they take some time. You have to do this in stages. Let's talk about the dough, because we've got some video here of how it all works. How's the dough, how do you get it together?
Okay, so the dough is a sweetbread dough. It is actually grown in eastern Washington, and we can tell which grower grew them. After the dough rises, we put it on this red tray that you see there in the machine, and it makes 36 dough balls in 6 seconds.
In 6, okay, that's the way to do it.
So if you watch it, okay, you press it down, that's the cutter blade, and then that rolls them right there on the tray.
Oh, how fun.
Yep. So these over here on the table, they were more round than up.
Okay.
But the drive here, they sunk.
Oh, that's always the way. All right, so once you've got the dough balls ready, how do you fill them?
Okay, so we have the fruit ones.
Okay. And those are topped, right?
that.
These look like these got topped.
So we take take a dough ball.
Okay.
And then we take this measuring cup.
Okay.
And we make a circle.
And like a little indentation. Oh, that's cool.
And then we fill it with, over here, like this is cream cheese, this is apple.
Ooh.
And we make all of our own fillings.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How'd I do? Did I get enough in there?
I put a little more.
Okay.
And when the dough is new, it sinks down more, so you can get even more in.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
And then we have raspberry. We've made 64 varieties so
64 varieties?
Yes. So if there's anything you want stuffed or fruit-wise, we can make it.
I want to make another one.
Yeah,
what is that really dark color right there?
This is cherry.
Oh,
so we
my
take
gosh,
our
that's my
cherries.
favorite.
Yep. So
Getting my dough ball all smushed down.
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to hire me? How am I doing?
Sure. You're doing great.
All right.
Fill it up a little more.
Okay. And then how do you make the
take a
savory ones?
maraschino cherry over there.
Okay, and put it on top?
And put it on top. That's the only part we don't get from Washington.
Boop! How cute is that? I love it. All right, so how do we make the
let's do
savory
a
ones?
one.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a, right here, little rolling pin.
Okay.
And we
just
flatten them out.
Flatten them out.
At the shop, we have an attachment to our KitchenAid
That does it for you?
Yeah, it makes like pasta.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It just goes through the
It goes through it, right?
Okay.
And flattens it. And the dough is, like I said, this is our older dough now because we came from Stanwood and stuff.
I know. I love that y'all came from Stanwood for us. That means so
no
much.
problem. So you take some cheese
Okay.
and put a little cheese on there.
Okay.
A little too much.
Okay.
Okay. And
All right.
then
I'm already fired.
no, you take one of those
Okay.
and you put it on there.
All right. This is what I was used to from Texas. This is what my
Right.
girlfriend always brings me when I come over, and I'll stay at her parents' house, and she'll bring them for breakfast, and we all eat the yummy kolaches.
So anyway, when the dough is good, it rolls up nicely to one of these.
It looks like one of those.
Right.
So tell me about the Flying Kolache. You said that you made how many different flavors? I mean, you have
67 flavors.
67 flavors every day?
No. We
Okay.
make, let's see, 7 regular fruits.
And that's your
then,
beautiful wife right there.
Yep, that's my beautiful wife. And then 7 with a cream cheese around it.
Ah, okay.
And then we make 8 savories. And then we make them for breakfast also. So that's a display in our.
We're going to need you to expand the Flying Kolache to Seattle.
We were here.
You
We
were?
started off in Fremont, and then we were in Pike Place for 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
Outside across from Beecher's Cheese in a tent.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and then what happened was they changed the rules.
No, that always happens.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we didn't have a farm. So I said, well, what happens if I, yep, go ahead.
Try it. Huh?
Yep, I'm not sure which one that is, but,
I think it's like
oh, that's a hot
Geisha.
sausage.
Oh.
Okay. Hot sausage and
good.
cheese. And we make them with jalapenos, and actually that's the biggest seller in Texas
There's the jalapeno.
is the jalapeno.
What's the biggest seller here?
The jalapeno breakfast. So it's got a hot sausage, jalapenos, it's got potato, egg, and cheese.
And that sounds amazing. I gotta tell you, the sweet bread with the spicy, so good. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming up
You're
here.
more than
Oh
welcome.
my gosh, the Flying Kolache.
Anytime.
Oh, I hope we see you again soon. Flying Kolache in Stanwood, again, has that rotating menu of sweet and savory kolaches. You can find their feature favorites on their social media. And we've got it all linked on our website, so you can just go there.